guys, Ces here. Welcome back to my channel, and thank you so much for coming back. If you're new here, welcome. I am Ces, an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. So for this next video, we're gonna talk about what is next in love. So I just have this feeling that I want to talk about love because I just retook my Angel Essences classes, and I feel so connected to that energy of compassion and love. And also I keep seeing signs of Aphrodite everywhere. So yeah, so when we talk about, just a disclaimer guys, when we talk about love, we're not just gonna talk about romantic love, we're gonna talk about love as a general very high vibrating frequency. It talks about your relationships, to yourself, to the people around you, to your friends, to your family, to your immediate community, to the things that you are doing as well. So if you're looking just for romantic love, this might not be there could be still messages here for you, but please keep that in mind, that it's not just box on that idea of love. So if that's clear, we can now go to our pile selection. So this is pile 1, this is pile 2, and this is pile 3. So take a pause, go to your center and focus on the cards and focus on the objects here, and pick the pile that draws you the most. Alright, you can take your time as much as you can. So if you're ready, choose your pile, just click to that pile and we will go there. Bye! Hi pile 1, I hope you're doing well and you're having a great day as you're watching this. So if you choose the clear angel quartz, this will be your pile. So immediately what I would get is you must be surrounded with a lot of angelic frequency if you choose this pile, or really connected to the angels, because this is the stone that I use for my angel essences practice. It's imbued with a lot of angel frequencies. So yeah, so this will be your pile and these are your oracle. We're gonna pull tarot in a while, but this will be your channeled message regarding what is next in love. Okay. Oh, interesting. So these are your oracle. So okay, pile 1, immediately what I got from this card, or message that I got from this card, is that there's a message here of letting go of the past, of yeah, there could be memories, experiences, or that is still haunting you, that is still following you everywhere, and from the past. And the thing is, these memories doesn't have to be negative. Sometimes these are an old connection that you have, and you keep reminiscing it, you keep ruminating about it, keep being stuck in that point in time, and in a way it become a source of comfort to you, or something is just very, very familiar to you. That's why you keep coming back from these memories. However, what I get here with this card, fertility pile 1, okay, is that spirit wants to give you something new. Okay, it wants to give you something new, it wants to birth something new in you. That's why it's bringing out these messages about your past and letting go of these memories, because those kinds of memories are energetic ties as well. I'm not telling to completely forget them or remove them into your mind, but there's an act there of releasing them, that you are no longer living in that timeline anymore, to let go that there could be good memories, this could be nostalgia or memories from previous partners or previous parts of your life that you feel very very strongly connected. And it's just that there's this portal there with this card. There's a portal being created there that you keep replaying it. You keep replaying it. And it feels like you feel like you're in a movie. But the truth is, these memories, if you keep replaying it, um, you keep living. It's like that. You keep living in these memories. Keep living in the past. They become energetic ties. You know that feeling that you have this favorite movie, that it's like your comfort movie? So you keep watching this movie. That's okay. Sometimes we use that to soothe ourselves. And that's fine, right? It's good. It's good to soothe ourselves when are in trouble or we are experiencing distressing emotions. However, when you get stuck in those kinds of rumination, or you just want to get stuck in the past, um your present and your future is not able to move forward because of it. That's why there is a message here that there's no need to romanticize the past anymore with this avoid drama card. And in fact, process this. Why do you feel like going back to this point in time? Why do you feel like um holding on to these precious memories? And don't get me wrong, it's okay to hold on to good memories. What's just not good is getting stuck in it. Because again, with fertility here, it says, let all take root, seed, and sprout. Let new life be all about. Let new life. There's something that wants to be birthed here. But it's being somehow um, hindered by this ruminating or being stuck in the past. Okay, I'm getting another message here with the past moon memories. Is that yes, and I even have the really the strong feeling, Pilo, that this could be not necessarily bad memories. These are good memories. In fact, let the past, those good memories or good experiences that you had, be an inspiration for you. Okay, that you can hold so much joy. You can still experience it. You could be like Taurus says, Taurus moon, or something like Cancer as well. That's they tend to ruminate a lot, or they tend to hold on to things that is not longer there. Let me know in the comment section. However, going back to this card, it's just a message here that you can actually bring this energy, this good memories from the past that you have to the present. You are still capable of holding and creating a life that reflects that previous season in your life, that is happy, that is joyful. It's possible in your present. However, you need to be willing as well to process your feelings, okay, to be renewed, okay, to actually do not hold on to it as if it's some kind of, you know, drama. Or sometimes drama is like exaggerations, right? They're exaggeration. So, or romanticization of things. That they're not only available to you in that point in time. You can bring that out here in your present if this is really the case. Because again, there's new life want to be brought brought out here. Let all take root, seed, and sprout. Fertility, something new wants to be birthed in your reality. I'm laughing because she's holding like an eggplant anyways. Lols. Um yeah. Avoid drama. There's so much imagining here. I feel Palwa, there's so much imagining here. That's how I feel. There's so much imagining here that you need to ask yourself why you keep holding on to these memories. Is it because sometimes you feel like that's the only way for you to be comforted, or that's the only way for you to be happy? Is that you need to repeat certain happy memory in your brain, but spirit is letting me know, that you need to let it go. You need to let it go because it wants to give you new experiences. It wants to give you new things. It wants to make you feel alive, and make you experience new things in your reality. It makes you want to live in the present moment. Okay. Okay, let's get tarot. Now, if you resonate with that, pile 1, this will be your pile. So, what is next to the love life of my pile 1s? Okay, what's next to the love life? Okay, the tower. Alright, okay, they could be major changes in your life, or particularly in your love life. Pile 1. Okay. You don't need to be afraid of the tower. It could be it will be an hard energy if you keep moving, if you keep holding on to whatever is being removed in your life, or whatever is being, I don't want to use the word destroyed because it's too strong. It's like wants to rearrange. Spirit seems like want to rearrange things in your life. It comes to your love life especially. So yeah, it could be like an old pattern of behavior in relating to people. It's like the realization that, oh my god, this is not working anymore. It's not working anymore the way this identity, it's like an identity shift. The way I show up to my relationships are not working anymore. There's something new. And this could be very disorientating because, especially if you're used to being in a certain way. Example, if you used to being avoidant, and you started healing in this, your way of being, or your way of doing or relating to people, there will be a moment of realization that it's not working anymore. And it could be a shock into your system because you've realized that there's so much things that you need to change. And it's gonna feel like a crisis. It's like an internal crisis. Oh my god. Oh my god, shit. All that. However, there's so much grace here as well in this season that is really, really available for you, pile 1. Because the thing with towers, whatever's being destroyed or being removed or being shaken into your life, it's for your own good. The only thing or secret when it comes to towers is that you have to let it fall. You have to let it fall away. You should not resist it. Because again, the heart or the purpose of spirit here is to bring you fertility. It wants to birth out something new. So it makes sense that tower will just only happen because you cannot, new seeds or seeds cannot be, they cannot grow into old soils or not healthy soils. You have to plant a seed in fertile soil so it will grow. So you could be still in this process, especially if this card comes out, that you could feel like, oh my god, this is not gonna work anymore. This old relationship is not gonna hold anymore. My friendship is, this kind of friendships are not gonna hold, use anymore, or work anymore for me, because you're letting go so much. And you might probably let go of a lot of things from the past, whether they're good or not. Or I guess it's just here the way you relate to the past particularly. So you're not letting be stuck anymore in a very particular point in your life. So there's so much renewal here, pile 1. So what else, Spirit, for pile 1? What's next for their love life? Okay. 4 of Shells. Okay, you keep holding on to things. Pile 1. Okay. There are things that, again, there are things that you don't want to let go. There are things that, I have reevaluation. You, oh, like, right, when you reevaluate things, you keep repeating, or you keep rethinking about things. That's what exactly I get here. You keep rewatching old memories, old, yeah, old, especially memories. You keep reevaluating things that have happened into your life. There is a loop here. There is a loop here, pile 1. There is a loop here that you're being called to actually process. Why are you stuck in that pattern? What does it give you? What does it comfort? Is it some sense of excitement? Is it some sense of, especially if you're hyper individualistic? I tend to suffer about on this as well, pile 1, as a person. So I tend to struggle a lot with this, and I thought, instead of actually talking to someone else, I would repeat things in my mind and ruminate a lot of things. I keep reevaluating things instead of actually processing it in the hopes of releasing it. Keep letting myself get stuck on the same patterns, behavior, and instead of actually letting it be part of my healing process or healing journey, I just hold on to it. And that's exactly what the 4 of Shells is. It's oh, it's not, for some reason I thought of 4 of Pentacles, but this is a 4 of Cups actually in this deck. But it's still the same message. You keep holding on to things of the past that you're not seeing for a while, that there are new things that is being birthed to you, right? So I keep, again, in my story, going back to my story, I keep repeating old cycles or old memories in my mind. And when actually that happens, it's also a nod from our body, or from our psyche, or our energetic body, to, there's something here that you need to evaluate or process in the hopes of releasing it, not to holding on to it. Because again, Spirit wants you to have new things. Okay, this 4 of Shells, yeah, this is the 4 of Cups in the Rider way. And again, this Tower, whatever's being changed, is actually a blessing. Okay. So ask yourself that question. What are the things that you keep repeating from the past, or memories that you keep repeating from the past? Conversation that you play in your head that you are still not releasing. Okay, or it's like narratives that you keep playing, because Spirit is pointing its finger to that. because it wants you to release it and process it, not to hold on to it and to make it into something that is in a way stuck you in a fantasy land. Okay, what else? Okay, Five of Swords. Defeat. Okay. Alright. Okay. This could be, with this card, Palawan, this could be losses or hurt or rejection from previous relationships that you have. Spirit is telling you to process it. You could be dealing with this is interesting. Okay. This is turning interesting. It could be even like previous wins, because Five of Swords talks about winning at all costs. You might be holding on to old wins in your life and thinking that's the only thing that that you got attached to that win, and because it gave you a sense of victory for a while. And actually, Spirit is asking you, why are you holding on to these things? Like, why are you holding on to this version of yourself that have actually that's the thing, pile one, okay, is that whatever's happened in our past, whether it's a win or a loss, the moment it's done, it's already done. It's meant to be let go. That kind of mindset, I keep thinking of that whenever I also do a lot of my creative projects, because I tend to be obsessive about what I'm doing at the moment, that I cannot help myself to be happy about what I've done. Instead of moving on, I just keep on focusing of what I have accomplished. So instead of moving forward, I get stuck at the present that become the past and it already. So it has that kind of energy. So I don't know, it's just that I have the feeling that Spirit is bringing that out into you. Like, why are you holding on to these previous wins? Because there's nothing wrong in celebrating victory or celebrating a happy moment in your life. But what is wrong or what is unhealthy is that you hold on to it so much. It becomes your shield. It becomes your, yeah, it becomes a part of your ego instead of part of your growth, or part of your experience as a human being. That I have this feeling that it become like some sort of a trophy. Like, do you know that feeling that when people win things and they keep reminiscing about it? This dad that won like a basketball championship, and that's the only thing that they can talk about, is that that's the energy here, which is interesting, because here the word is defeat. It's not because it negates what happened in the past that is good, but actually it becomes a defeat because you get stuck on it. And instead of actually looking at the future or your present right now, living at your present, you are stuck. No, you're no longer capable. That stop you from actually living your life. That stop you from having new experiences, which Spirit wants you to have. Okay? So what is next? Pile 1. Messages for my pile 1. 7 of Roses. Courage. Seven of Roses is the Seven of Wands in tarot. And Rider-Waite, and in the Rider-Waite, Seven of Wands talks about defensiveness as well. So you tend to be defensive about this previous wins that you have, that it's kind of, you become a, people have a hard time relating towards you because instead of being open to new experiences and being open to new friends or new people in your life, I have this feeling that Spirit is bringing new people into your life so that you can have new experiences. You keep going back to that point in the past that is already done. So you, instead of seeing these people in the new lens, in the present lens, and learning how to, learning new tricks in a way, learning new emotional bonds, learning new ways to relate to people, you kind of keep pushing them away. You're pushing them away. So, Spirit wants you to, I heard the word dilapidated. In a way, you're hindering your own growth because of it. I think the message here, pile 1, is that it's okay to hold on to these good things in the past. Just do not let it hinder you to live your present. Okay, you need to have the courage to have actually to move forward. So, there is a message here as well to go inward and process this. It's like old glory. It's like these old glories that you have experienced. They're useful. They had their time in a way. They're good, but they had their time already. So, okay. So instead of pushing other people, you need to go inwardly and actually stop yourself from bringing the past into your present. Pile 1. You need to stop bringing the past into your present. You need to alchemize this energy. Okay? Because if you didn't do that, you might lose the people that are wanting to come into your life, the new people, new experiences that is wanting to come into your life. You might push them away. So instead of harvesting new batch of harvest, you will end up stuck. You will end up in a not so fertile land, into a barren land, because you keep holding on to the past. Oh, what else? Let's start balance. Okay, what is the Hierophant tradition? See, I think I told you, the Hierophant can be very stubborn. Pile 1. So there's a level of stubbornness here. Hierophant in their best are knowledgeable, they're great teachers, they're great communicators as well. They're very spiritual, they're authorities. But at its shadow, tradition can be very limiting. And for this kind of energy to come out from a reading for what's next into your love life, Spirit is telling you to let go of these old energies. Let go old versions of yourself. Even have a more open mind. Because sometimes at first, the Hierophant can be very close-minded. So if it gets stuck into this old way of being and their traditions, they could not move forward, or they refuse to learn new tricks or new lessons or new experiences in their life. So overall, Spirit is letting you know that you should start moving forward, Palawan. Okay, it's not focusing. Stop focusing. Okay. Even your angels are letting you know you need to move forward. You need to let the past where it should be, which is in the past. Okay. Could be also people. I didn't feel like you have to let go of people. This is more of like experiences. This is more like internal, Palwan. It's more like energetic. You need to be intentional and actually meeting the new experiences Spirit wants you to have and where you are right now. Instead of being stuck in an old way of seeing things or old version of yourself. There could be happy. It could be like amazing things that happen into your past. But what's in the past should stay in the past. It's no longer there. It's like of releasing it. You need to release it. Process your feelings. And if I look at the Hierophant here, it looks like he's a bit sad. It's like he's so used to what he's doing. Yes, he's great. He's a great teacher. However, he's already so used in what he is doing. He looked discontented, which is the Four of Cups actually. Four of Cups is discontentment. Old winds. So maybe you should not bring out or learn how to park your old wins, old chapters in your life to new people. Sometimes when you're dating, right, or you're talking to new people, you bring up things that happened in your past as a reference or as a way of relating to people. But maybe this is also what's keeping you in the past. But there is a message here to actually learn to live in the present, to meet people to in where they are, to allow people to see you for who you are at the present moment. Okay? And sometimes we cannot let go of the past because it kind of felt familiar to us. We're used to it. But it's somehow hindering you to move forward, to have new experience. Let it go, let it go. Cut it out of your life. That's enough. It's like that's enough talking about the past. They're good stories and parties, but it seems like that's not who you are anymore in the present. This is who you are in the present, when you're no longer this Hierophant. There are new things that wants to be birthed in you. New ways of relating to people. New ways of receiving love. New ways of planting seeds. Maybe even new ways of being spiritual. You need to process this. You need to leave the past behind. There's a portal here. There's a portal here to be walked on to the unknown. One. And it might sound like, and if you're is still here and still listening to me, it might sound so daunting. But the funny thing is, I cannot believe I will say this to the tower. This card will be your comfort. because anything that is old, that is not working into our lives, the universe automatically clear it out of us. So yeah, which is again, tower is a good thing, especially in this reading. So yeah, that's it, pile one. I hope this makes sense. I hope this helps. And if you like it, please don't forget to subscribe or leave me a comment there in the comment section. Thank you so much and have a great day. Bye. Hi, pile 2. So this is Cess. So if you choose the rose quartz, so this stone, this will be your reading. What next in your love? Not next in love, not love life, because we're talking not just about romantic, but love as an overall high vibrational energy in our lives that we should access or attune ourselves into. So we will talk about this could be your relationships, the way you relate to other people, the way you relate to yourself or to your projects. I hope you're understanding me when I say what's next in love. Anyways, if you do, this will be your reading. So this is your oracle card, strength. Strength. Seems like you're undergoing some sort of change, pile 2, with this endurance and stamina, because you need, like, the example that comes into my head is like in running, you need endurance and strength there. In marathon running, it's not the sprint, it's not about who's the fastest, but it's about who can last or finish the race, right? That's why you need endurance and stamina there. Like you are in a race. I won't say race. It's like you're in a marathon of healing something here that you need to endure in a way. It's probably related to your heart space because of the rose quartz stone here. This is a stone that actually opened the heart chakra. Call in love into your life. Creativity. Okay. So pile 2, what I get here is that you're learning how to be safe in your own body. You're healing, or you need to heal. Okay. Heal the healer. It's like you absorb a lot of energy, pile 2 here. You might be a Cancer moon, pile 2, or any sign that you are a very, very strong empath, and you tend to store a lot of negative energy, not just from you but from other people or situations, into your physical body. And that's why you feel that you need to protect, you need to be strong, pile 2. But the thing is, you need healing. Heal the healer. Soul's truth. Atlantic. Okay. The message here, pile 2, is that spirit doesn't want you to endure tough situations anymore. In fact, it wants to transmute those energies. You don't have to endure unhealthy or situations that you don't find a sense of lightness, a sense of joy anymore. It wants you to be healed. It wants you to be someone that could comfortably or lightly go to their soul's truth, to their true north, to their north node, if you know your chart. Mine is Scorpio, so there's a lot of transformation in my north node. So they want you to clear this energy so you can anchor yourself as you go through the journey of your true purpose. You're probably a healer too, pile 2, or someone who identify itself as a healer, or if not, you don't have to be like a doctor, energy worker to be a healer. I always believe that. You just, if you're a healer or that word rings to you, healer is just people who kind of transmute a lot of negative energies to something else. It's like changing the heart of stone to a heart of flesh. It's like that. So just imagine what kind of transformation and transfiguration or purification that happens there energetically to transform a heart of stone to a heart of flesh. So that's what next in love pile 2. It's like you might feel really heavy sometimes physically, but there's a purification that is happening so you could heal and you could go to your new true north. And there's something to do with creativity, something to do in the things that you are working on, the things that you are doing with your hands. You're telling me, your guides are telling me that it feels like you are a pearl. You will be a pearl after this process. Pile 2. That, you know, when pearls are born, right, they were dirt that got into the shell, and the oyster, or that, I don't know what you call that shell, clam tries to spit out but couldn't spit out. So instead of um, um, getting it out of their system, they transform it, and that act of transformation are sometimes really painful, um, and eventually it turned into this beautiful pearls that you see, that we see in the stores and jewelry. Please, pile 2. So you're being transformed. You are actually transforming yourself. This is you. There's a lot of self-love here. Pile 2, it feels like you are in a process of really choosing whether it is a hard decision, choosing the right things for yourself. And sometimes if you're healing and you're changing things, it's hard to choose the right thing because so we get to used to our patterns. But there's like this changing or recalibration of your own mental processes that you become, and this is painful. The process is painful. That's why it feels like it's a marathon. You need to run the long length. It's not about who finishes first, but who can actually endure. It's a long game. And then you're in the middle of that process, of that cycle of actually healing yourself from negative emotions, from negative energies that is stored into your body, and turn it into something really beautiful, that is something really light. Okay, because you yourself is a healer. Pile 2. You are someone who also called to show a lot of you're a way shower. pile 2. Through this process, you will become a way shower. You will teach people also how to do this through the things that you are doing. Or if you're a healer, any modalities you're doing, or you don't have to be an energy worker. You can also just be a worker or a typical 9 to 5 employee to actually do this almost like light working. Yeah, you probably a light worker pile 2, a healer up light worker, and you are transforming this a lot of challenging energy into something, and that's what is next in love, is this sense of lightness, this sense of also accomplishment, of becoming of transmitting something that is really, really challenging and hard into something new. And this is really a tough process, pile 2. This is a tough process. I feel my heart chakra is there's an energy getting out of my heart chakra. It's a feeling of being renewed. There's a heavy energy that is being lifted out of my heart chakra right now. That feeling of release, of relief, pile 2. That is what next for you, or that is what next in love for you. That this enduring, that this strength that you are exhibiting right now in choosing the right things, or the right in choosing the right choices for you, is turning you into this beautiful, beautiful person, a lighter version of you, someone who can freely express their own authentic self, someone who could also be a light worker yourself through your self-expression, through expression, even in the arts. Could be someone who is an artist, someone who paints, someone who do creative work through that, and you're gonna teach people how to do that as well. Could be a space holder. You're meant to show people a way that it is possible from something really, really tough, or something really becoming very, very heavy energetically, be someone very, very light, and actually take life in a very light manner, to go through life in a lighter way, to unload of their burdens, and teach them how to be safe in their own body. Yoga could be very helpful for you right now, pile 2. If that's something that you are being called to, or it's resonating to you, moving your body could be really good for you right now. Anyways, so if that's resonates for you, we can go now to your tarot. So what is next for pile 2, Spirit? What is next for pile 2? For pile 2, Spirit, what is this? Justice. See, there's a karmic balance here. Balancing here. There's another card. King of Wings that come out. Okay, Justice and the King of Swords. The professional. But let's talk about Justice first. So, there is a Okay, justice. There could be something that is happened to you when you were younger that is really, really traumatic or really, really unfair. And if that's resonated to you, I'm really, really sorry. Pile 2, my heart goes for you. But the thing is, what's next in love is that balancing of that of the scales, meaning that if something really bad happens to you, is that good things will start happening, and you might not feel it right now, but that's the universal truth of the world that we're moving, that it has this intelligence. Actually, it has this love. Justice is a form of love. Okay, justice is a form of love. You will get your justice. You will feel that you got life is now fair. Life started now to feel fair for you. And it's not because you waited for some external deity or God or circumstances to make you feel that way. You work on this. You did a lot of shadow work prior to. You did a lot of shadow work. You look for your own truth. You look for your own truth. And see, she's like flying. She feels lighter now that she knows the truth of herself. That whatever happened to her in the past doesn't define her. That she's no longer stuck. She's no longer judged or limited by her history or the things that happened to her. You are giving yourself a sense of karmic balance. But you're giving yourself a sense of justice. Ring of Fire. I heard that Ring of Fire is in Japan, right? That's the reason why they have a lot of earthquakes. Mm-mm. I don't know who's that for, but it could resonate to someone. Ring of Fire. Ring of Fire. Okay. That's what it means. Your Ring of Fire. Okay. Sorry, pile too much. Just, sorry. This is a lot of message. Ring of Fire, fire, fire. There's again purification, purification. Pile two. You're putting yourself. Feels like you're putting your own self on fire. Like you're doing the hard work. You're doing the work to actually change yourself. You're actually changing yourself. You are giving yourself this justice to purify yourself. That's why there's so much strength here. And I think this message is for you because Spirit just wants you to know that it will pay off. You will feel um, you will feel lighter once again. You will start to breathe easier again. You'll see the light at the end of the tunnel again. Okay. King of Swords, the professional, and again, the King of Swords is something very logical. Someone who is a matter of fact. Someone who will just execute. This is a person who is an executor. Someone who execute their plans. They execute the things that they want to do. So it seems like pile 2, the next thing in love is you taking seriously of your own healing. You're not dilly-dallying anymore. You're not doubting whatever you deserve anymore. You can see through it. You can see through the lies. You can see through the lies of other people, of your past circumstances. Especially if you were gaslight a lot when you were a child. You stop identifying from those lies anymore. Okay? Feels like this feeling of, if no one can give me the justice, I will be the one who will give this justice to me, by really standing in the truth, my own truth. Also, you could also become a professional something. A professional. You can be a professional, I don't know, weightlifter. I heard that. You could be someone who, whatever you're doing here to heal, because of the process that the hours you're putting in it, you become really, really good at it. And it could be something that you become professional on it. You could be basically become your own job, or I mentioned a while ago, yoga teacher in a way. If you're into yoga, or if you're an artist, you could be a professional healer. You started to become a professional healer in some sort of whatever modality, or because of how you are actually executing this to your own self. And you're gonna get started to get paid in doing this eventually. Because it's the professional, you learn, professionals are paid for the work that they are doing. Okay, Justice, King of Wings. And with this too, there is a lot of fairness here. You're now learning how to be fair with yourself. Very, very fair. Very, very fair. You're not excusing your own behaviors. You're also not excusing other people's behavior towards you. You see things as facts. Whatever's yours is yours. Whatever's not yours is not yours to carry. So you're basically done carrying a lot of loads as well, pile 2. You're not carrying other people's emotional baggage anymore. In fact, you're working on carrying your emotional baggage and healing your own self-worth. You're healing your own wounds. See, here she have a shield. She or he have a shield here. He's not basically using it at that point, but you're ready to defend yourself if necessary. So you also learn your own boundaries here. You are mastering your own boundaries here, pile 2. So proud of you, pile 2. Oh, the Emperor. Oh my god. Again, creativity. Oh, this is so nice. Nice, pile 2. The moment you have actually mastered your own boundaries and setting your own boundaries, you started to become more abundant and creative. Again, creativity. There's so much creativity here. You started to come into your own power. Pile 2. You stop. This is the irony of things. When we stop actually waiting for someone to save us, and we start working on saving ourselves, on working on ourselves, on healing ourselves, we took that chance, we took that leap, that we admitted to ourselves that we have the power to actually heal ourselves. We become a source of abundance. We become source of abundance. We become this machine. I won't say machine. It's like, again, the source. That's the perfect word. The source of abundance. It could be ideas, it could be even projects, things that you are doing that is actually impacting a lot of people, because again, there's a lot of light working here. Could be at work, become a source of abundance to people. People started to feel nurtured around you, connected around you, even good around you, because you started to take responsibility of your healing. Pile 2. So much butterfly here. So this is a pile of transformation, pile 2. So if you're doing this, I'm so proud of you, pile 2. It feels like you're in the middle of birthing. And if we know when someone is birthing, it's really, really painful. It's like you're in the middle of labor right now. Pile 2. And you're so serious about this labor. And even in the Rider Waite, the Empress is pregnant, right? Because it's birthing new realities to come to life. This is amazing, Pile 2. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of what you're doing here energetically, Pile 2. What else? What is your message for Pile 2? Okay, 8 of Wings. There's still times that you struggle with indecision, that you still feel stuck. You're mentally. It seems like the struggle here is a lot about mental struggles. Could be even depression. Couldn't even sleep at night. And you might even feel a bit lost at this point, like you don't know how to go or move forward. Pile 2. You don't know how to move forward in your relationships, because again, you're in the middle of labor. So if you're in the middle of a very painful transformation, of course the next steps is hard to know, right? You might feel at loss, but the guide here is follow the light, and your guide here is creativity. If you don't know what your next steps, create something so you won't be stuck here. It doesn't have to be final, or it doesn't have to be like given already, or it doesn't have to be perfect, but creating something, whatever that is, journaling, whatever that is. Or art, whatever that is that makes you move your energy, will actually help you to get out of this energy. Indecision, 8 of Wings. Because remember, you're in a marathon. You're not in a race. So there's a sense of longitude here. There is it will take time. This transformation to happen, Pile 2. But you are there. You are here. Again, so much butterfly. And butterflies are signs of transformation. What is next in love and Pile 2? Queen of Swords. It could be there are perfect balance here, especially it comes to the way you think, pile 2. I pile 2, right? So this is nice. This is really, really nice, pile 2. Because even though if you're stuck, sometimes mentally and you don't know how to move forward, Spirit's just telling you to um first be kind to your thoughts, be kind to your anxieties. If you're struggling with anxiety, so be kind to your mind, because the Queen of Wands is the feminine embodiment of the thought process. And the Empress is also here. She's a very nurturing energy. And I also get this very nurturing energy here for the Queen of Wings. Is that she's not someone who is harsh to herself in this card. She is someone who is just, you know that when you do meditation, you're just watching your thoughts. You're not judging it. Actually, pile 2 meditation could be really, really good for you. It's like that. That's the energy here. She's just watching it. She's not judging herself for feeling stuck, or she's having a hard time, or she started to hate herself again. She's not judging herself for being that. She's just accepting it. It's part of who she is right now. She's gonna love herself through it. She's gonna love. There's a transformation here in the way you think about yourself. You stop hating yourself. Um you stop hating yourself for not knowing where you are going, or not being clear with what you want or what you're doing, and learning just how to stay in the moment and actually not judge where you are. So, and because of that, you are actually learning to be complete, to embody both the masculine and the feminine of the mind, process of the mind. You're also learning how to be really, really intelligent, pile 2. With all this energy, you're gonna learn how to choose wisely now. And you're gonna learn how to actually not be stuck anymore. And to be creative in the ways to how to move forward. Before, you thought this is the only path for you. This is the only thing that I would do. But with the Empress here and the Justice here, and under creativity here, and the healing here, you're learning how to make new pathways, actually. And it could start in your brain. So you're learning how to make new thought patterns, and that is really, really powerful, pile 2, because everything starts in the mind, as they say. So you're learning how to stop getting stuck from old cycles of thinking and actually think in a very healthy manner that would actually give you justice. You are winning. You are winning, pile 2. It might not feel like that right now, because there's still a lot of hard energy here. There's still work to be done here, but you are winning, pile 2. So yeah, so that is your message, pile 2. So if you like this message, please don't forget to like and subscribe and comment to my comment section. So thank you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Hi, pile 3. So if you choose this shell, this will be your reading. This will be your pile. what is next in love. So just a disclaimer again, guys. So when I talk about love, I'm not just talking about romantic love, okay? The intention here is to understand the energetic frequency of love and what it's trying to communicate, or it's working for you or towards you at this point of your life, or whenever you find this video, okay? So it will talk about, probably we're gonna talk about the way you relate to yourself, the way you relate to other people, to your friends, to your community, to your projects, and even to your romantic partner if you have. But overall, that's what we are gonna talk about. So if that is clear, so we can start. Well, this is your magical card, safe home. Might be Tauruses. Pile 3. This card always reminds me of Tauruses. I'm a Taurus moon, by the way, guys. So, what do I get from here, pile 3? Is that comfort and safety right now is very, very important to you. Anything that gives you comfort or safety or this sense of security, whatever that is very, very important to you right now in your relationships, to your home life, to your friendships, or to even to yourself. It's very important to you right now. Safe home. That sense of security, that sense of stability. It's very important to you right now. It could also be a time for you to be keeping to yourself right now. People might feel like you're a bit withdrawn, or you're in your hermit mode, or you're someone who just wants to keep themselves to themselves because you are trying to establish that sense of safety. Mm-hmm. Well, that is your magical card. So these are your oracle cards. Warrior woman. Okay, unbound. Unbound and cancel of light. Okay. Okay, pile 3. What is this? What are your oracle trying to say? I see. You're probably transmuting a lot of negative energy right now. Pile 3. That's why you probably want to keep to yourself, want to be protected right now, want to feel like very, very protected right now, because you are cutting off old patterns of living. You are changing. You feel like you're in a cocoon. Pile 3. You're releasing yourself from old cycles. Pile 3. That was next in love. That's what love is doing to you right now. And this is divinely guided with the cancel of light here. Your guides, the universe, God, whatever you're believing in, is highly involved in this. They want you to be cut from old karmic patterns. Well, when we said old karmic is just patterns of being you tend to repeat throughout your lives, especially in your relationships. You keep attracting the same people or same experiences. Your spirit guides and love is working on releasing you from that. So the warrior woman is here because you're about to do something that is more aligned to your purpose and calling. And these old energies, these old ties, they could be relationships. This could be situations, thinking. But this is very spiritual pile too. It's not just shallow. Like um it's not just like simple. These are patterns that followed you from this lifetime, from your previous lifetimes. Yes. So you might be dealing with people, might feel like you're dealing with people that you also met from your previous life, and your guides and God is releasing you from that, because it's you are being aligned to your purpose, to your calling, to your own truth. Okay? You're supposed to stand tall and unburdened, unbound by this old system of beliefs, or even relationships, or relational patterns. And you're not letting these old cycles to repeat. Actually, you're protecting yourself. You're not being avoidant. Actually, it's more of like you know already at this point your truth. You know if that relationship is for you. You know how to move in certain social situations. You know when to give, when to not give. You're no longer overgive. So for the sake of connecting, you're no longer abandoning yourself. You're refusing to be stuck in the old patterns of behaviors and thinking. And that is what love is doing for you. I wouldn't even be shocked if you feel like very, very protected right now. It's like your guides are example of this. What I see here, pile 3, is that there are things that you're supposed to go, but it won't push, it won't continue, or it won't proceed. There are postponement, or some things get postponed because you're actually being protected by your guides. So now you are so ready to do your calling, and you're so, what do you call this? You're so aligned, you're so focused in doing what is you're being called to do. You have no time for this, and your guides know that. That's why they're protecting you from being stuck in the same cycle of behavior, same karmic patterns. Because sometimes when we finish a cycle, or we end up healing, or we change already, it doesn't mean that the old things are not gonna come back. Sometimes they go back to our lives. They just repackage differently, but they all go back. You will be put again in, same situation, or same situation, different phase, or different situations. Um, Same situation, same energy, same different situations. Because it's a way of, it's just, that's how life is. It's very cyclical. Even our universe is very cyclical. The earth rotates. It's just our nature. But now, you are now equipped of your own personal truth. See her, she's very defensive here. But not in a bad, she's not trying to be afraid of hurting. She's not like that. It's not because she's scared of hurting. She is now just so aligned. She's now just so sure of what she's doing. That's why she's now protecting herself from unnecessary drama, from people that are trying to bond with her, that would derail her higher calling or higher purpose. It seems like you found out this past few months, or maybe you will find out, you will have a realization, pile 3, of what you are supposed to be doing. So this can manifest in your reality, like you say no to a social gathering because instead of going there, you would rather do what you are working in, right? Because it's more aligned to the to this revelation of what your calling is. Okay, you're very, very protective now of the things that you are doing, to the things that you put your mind into. So that is next in love. You might even find yourself single at this point of your life, or wanting to be single, even though there are people around you, even familiar souls around you, that you could partner up, or you could build relationship, whether romantic or friendship, platonic or communal. You might find yourself choosing to be single because you are working in your calling. Pile 3, sorry. And the thing is, your guides are responding in this. So if this is what you wanted, pile 3, and this is what you intend to do to your life, and this is your reading, and we will proceed now in your tarot. Okay. The spirit, what is tarot for pile 2? Messages for pile 3. So our warrior woman. Okay. 10 of Rings. There is an ending. Your difficulty. There is a difficult situation that is about to end, or it's ending for you, pile 3. This is good. This is good. It's good to start with 10 of Swords, because endings are also beginning. This is a difficult situation that you are dealing with, and it's about to end. It could be related to your home space, could be related to your sense of stability, could be related to your security, could be related to your money if you're having money problems. It's ending. This is whatever makes you not sleep at night and makes you overthink. It's about to end, pile 3. Okay, I'm very, very happy for you. Difficulty, a very difficult situation. It might make you feel really tired a bit, or depleted, but that's the reason why you're trying to keep to yourself right now. So you're trying to rest. Resting here is very important. You might even take a lot of time to rest. You might be sleeping a lot. You might really be protective of your space. What else? What is the Princess of Gem? What did I say? Could be related to your money. And the Princess of Gem. So this is the Page of Coins. So it could be a new opportunity will eventually come to you that could end, or now that this difficult situation that marks the end of this difficult situation. And this is because you decided to focus on your calling. You decided to focus on your purpose. Okay, you refuse to be bounded by the old things. Could be people, actually. I have a strong feeling this could be people or community. In fact, there's 3 here. Patterns of behavior. You refuse to let people tie you down, weigh you down. Pile 3. And a new opportunity is coming to you, or already come, something that you are working on, something that you are growing. It is aligned to your calling, to your purpose, to your bigger purpose. You are now focused on it, and this has a very great potential to grow. Pile 3. Egypt, or anything related to Egyptian culture could be significant. But I also get here is that what do I get here? It's very feminine, pile 2. So taking care of yourself. Self-care is very important right now. She's very confident in herself right now, like not caring to what other people is telling, or not caring about other people's opinion is very important at this point. It's like there's a message you really, pile 1, to focus on yourself, to focus on what you are building. Okay. What else? Total 3. What is next to love for them? I saw another. Let's do. Okay. Anxiety. I'm telling you, there's an anxiety here. Frustration and anxiety came out together. Let's do frustration. We'll be dealing with loss here. And this is what you're cutting off right now, pile 3. This sense of loss that you've been dealing with. So you're trying to cook. You know that message that let them cook something new for yourself. Because you are working on in this one. Even now that it's under the unbound, it could be like a pattern of poverty. You're releasing yourself from this sense of poverty, the sense of poor mentality or anxiety, especially in your financial, in your money, and your finances. You're working to release yourself from this pattern of behavior. You could be struggling now if the things that you're working will grow. Again, the advice here is that you should focus on yourself, focus on the things that you're doing that you know that is aligned to your calling, and give yourself that security. Soothe yourself from this anxiety. The 7 of Gems, I have a feeling it wants to come out. Well, along with this, it says frustration, because you're probably waiting for things to grow. And you're a bit frustrated already if it's gonna grow. But then again, it started with the 10 of Swords. If you're frustrated, I have a feeling that that's good, because keep that fire burning. Okay, keep working, keep on putting the effort on the things that you are working and trying to grow. Because if you're frustrated, it's actually a sign that you're doing something right. It's just that there's no need to be very anxious. Relax yourself. So, but keep your fire burning. Because it's working. Whatever you're doing is, it might look like it's slow right now. But from 5 to 7, that's already a progress. Pile 3. It might be slow. It might be look like, how long will it take for the situation to be better? But as long as you keep aligned and clear-minded, it is working. Your pile 2, spirit. Fear. The moon. Come out here. So you are actually moving through, I heard, waves of fear and unknown. Pile 2. And the message of love for you is that if you're undergoing that kind of anxiety and you don't know what is about to happen, keep moving forward. Keep planting the seeds. Keep expecting it to grow. Keep pushing forward. But do not neglect yourself. Self-care yourself through this growth. Okay? Self-care yourself through this process of moving forward. Fight for it. Okay? Do not give up. Pile 2. Because with the moon here, you are indeed dealing with a lot of unknown. And when things are not illuminated and if things are not clear, we tend to be afraid. And this is a very valid reaction to that. Fear is a very valid reaction to things that are not working. But the thing is, you have help. Ask for help. Divine orchestration. Ask your guides. Ask Spirit. Ask God to let you see the light. What will be the next step to go through this struggle? Because you are not alone. Cats could be a very significant sign to you. If you see cats, whether you're taking care of cats, it's a sign that the spirit is goddess with you, so you don't have to worry. Everything is working. If you're taking care, if you have a cat, you're taking care of that cat. I always believe cats are magical creatures, and if you see that you're so anxious but they're still chill about anything, there's a very specific message. Trust your cat's intuition. Pile 3. Because if they're still chill, whatever you're undergoing, it's all in the mind. It's on the mind. Because cats are very sensitive to energies, especially external. So there's no need to fear. If your cat is not fearful of anything, there's no need to fear. You are still fine. Hope right now is what you should hold on to. Pile 3. You should continue moving forward and to hope. And never let this fear. Do not let this fear hold you down. Because you are not alone. So let's get out of, oops. Okay. Wanted to come out. High Priestess, Intuition. So a lot of major Aussie. And 6 of Cups, reverse. You need to still to navigate this situation. Pile 3. So you need to use your intuition. You need to trust your inner knowing. And the thing with inner knowing is, that's why it's inner knowing. You don't know. You don't have the guideposts to see. But The knowledge where to go to move forward is just inside of you. It's internal. Intuition is a very internal process. It's inner knowing. So trust your intuition that you are navigating right now, because you might feel that you are 10 of shells in reverse. um Still, there's 2 10 here, in a very challenging situation, and things are not working in your favor. So far you've been trying so hard for a long time to make things work, but spirit is telling you to continue to navigate this hard situation or challenging situation you are dealing with your intuition. Do not let your mind be clouded. Do not let your mind be weighed by fear. Okay, because you are not alone. Okay. There's so much. It feels like you need to walk through the dark and try to figure out when to go next. But you are intuitive, pile 3. You need to trust your intuition right now. Artworks can be very significant. Okay, art, paintings, anything that is that will inspire you, okay, to go in, will be very, very significant right now. Textile, anyways. So that is your message, pal 3. So if this resonates, I hope this helps you anyway. Please don't forget to subscribe and like the comment section. So that's it. Bye.